It's day two of the Electric Picnic, and we're backstage. And BP Fallon and Aaron have dropped in. BP, it's a pleasure to see you as always.
Thank you, sir.
You're doing many things at Electric Picnic this year. You're talking, but you're also singing as well. So,
Yes.
which is the thing that you're looking forward to doing most?
I like everything I do, really. I'm very lucky. All the things I do, I like, and it's not as if I have any sort of quantitative measure, oh, this one's better than that. They're all good, otherwise there would be no point in doing it.
Last year you played with the Hot Sprockets, and you brought this young man with you this year. How did you guys hook up?
Well, this is Aaron Lee Tajan, the lead guitarist and leader of the band in BP Fallon and the Bandits, and we write songs together. The band is Aaron on guitar and piano and vocals and all sorts of gizmos, and then the rhythm section is the original Blondie rhythm section of Clem Burke and Nigel Harrison, and that is BP Fallon and the Bandits, and I am the ne'er-do-well vocalist.
He's a pretty persuasive guy, Do you do what you're told?
Well, I try not to, if I can. But most of the time, I just try to make sure there's an emergency exit, and when at all possible, leave through it.
BP, I Believe in Elvis Presley was the single that was out last year. You worked with Jack White on that. How do you work with Jack White? Is it a case that he just phones you up one day and you work with him?
No, what happened was I was in a club in New York, and Jack White came up to me and he said, "Can I sit down?" Yeah. He said, "Do you want to come down to Nashville and make a record for my label, Third Man Records on iTunes?" And I said, "Yes." And then I said, "What do you have in mind?" He said, "Anything." So I said, "Yes." And then we did it. And I had this little tune, and Aaron Lee Tajan came to the rescue with Riffarama and Twangorama and Diddly-Dim, six-string vibing. And we wrote I Believe in Elvis Presley together.
And the album's done now, because last time we were speaking you were working on it. Was
Yes.
that with Jack White as well?
No, we did it on our own. We went down to Texas. We went down to Red Horse Ranch. What happened was I went out to Los Angeles thinking, oh, there's tons of studios there. I'm going to find one that we really, really like. In Los Angeles, I ran into Jimmy Quill. He was with Steve Jones of the Sex Pistols, who's a wonderful friend. And Jimmy said when he saw me walk into the room, he wanted myself and the Bandits to record in his studio. It's in a ranch on Texas, Red Horse Ranch. We moved in. Spectacular. Really fantastic.
The album is due out when exactly? Or have you got a plan yet?
When we're ready. When we're ready. This has taken 109 years, Dan. So there's no frothing at the mouth or anything, because the right time is the right time, as Ray Charles would say, and the night time.
You've done it. You've played music for years. A lot of the famous pieces that we won't go into because, I think a lot of people know them. But why now? In the last number of years, do you've actually?
What do you mean? I've played music over the last?
Well, you've played music with John Lennon. You've done lots of things with lots of people. But why now? In the last number of years, have you started going into music? Like it's a full-time thing. You're always doing something. I follow you on Twitter. You're always doing something.
Do you mean why am I a rock and roll singer now?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I would very benignly blame Jack White. I made the record with him, and then I was here in Dublin, and I was going out to South by Southwest to DJ, and I thought, I have what every band there playing at South by Southwest would kill for. I've got a really, really groovy record on the grooviest record label in the world, produced by the grooviest guy in rock and roll, who not only produced it but plays guitar in it and designed the sleeve. I should have a band. I made 3 phone calls. I rang Aaron Lee Tajan, was the first person I rang in New York, and then I rang Nigel Harrison in New York, and then I rang Clem Burke in Los Angeles. They all said yes, and then I sat in Dublin and went, God, what have I done now? I'm the singer with the band. So that's how that happened.
There's a book in this somewhere.
A tome, potentially.
BP, Aaron, thanks a million for coming in, and great to see you both again.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Long may you tuggle.